This happened a long time ago, probably when I was around 6 years old and my brother Chris was 12. My dad had wanted to go on a hunting trip, but Chris and I, along with my mom, didn't find any interest in the idea and decided that we would stay home. My dad changed the trip to go with his friends out of town for a few days, and everything was settled, so that was that. I knew that my mom didn't like it when my dad went out of town for the night. I didn't blame her. We had an incident more than once where someone would come pounding on our front door every couple of winters or so, always at night. And we always just hid in the house, waiting for them to leave. Or my dad to return home from work. I didn't think we had to worry because this wasn't winter, it was fall, hunting season. That weekend, my dad left, and we were at home. We had been hanging around the house, not doing much, and now it was nighttime. I agreed to sleep in the same room as my mom, but Chris didn't want to, and said he'd be fine in his room alone. We fell asleep quickly, and I wasn't worried. I woke up sometime in the middle of the night. My mom was sleeping. I wasn't sure why I had woken up. I heard knocking on my mom's bedroom window. I didn't know what it was, even though it was a one-story house. The window wasn't low. Whoever it was had to at least be an adult man's height. Another weird thing was, I didn't know why our dogs hadn't reacted. They wouldn't stop barking even if they knew the person. So I wondered why they weren't going crazy barking over whoever it was. I don't know why I wasn't scared. I was an idiot and still confused from being woken up. I didn't wake up my mom. Instead, I just went back to sleep. The next morning, nothing was out of the ordinary. I don't remember when I actually told my mom, but when I did, she had asked why I hadn't woken her up. My true answer was, I don't know. I wondered if I had imagined it, or been half asleep, but deep down, I knew it had actually happened. I pushed the incident out of my mind. One day, years later, we were talking about scary things that we had encountered. Chris had never known the knocking on the window or that anything had happened that fall a long time ago. Then he shared a story. He said, "Once, when Dad was hunting, I heard knocking on the bedroom window. I had to hide my surprise. That he had told the almost exact same story I had experienced. There was no way he could have told that story the exact way I remembered it happening. Now I knew I hadn't imagined it. Someone had been there that night. I can't imagine why Chris wouldn't have alerted my mom as soon as it happened, or told her the next day. I also can't help but wonder now, so many years later, why we never spoke of the incident before, and who was in our backyard that night, or what they were planning on doing."